And you're listening to Sassy Sacks, Kayla Kozak in the morning, making your Wednesdays just a little brighter. Kayla, welcome to Wednesday. How do you feel?
I'm feeling well. How about you?
I'm good. I got 7.5 hours of sleep last night, which is, I think the most I've gotten since the semester started on any night, so I am feeling very, very good right now.
I'm very, very jealous right now.
But that comes after yesterday, me almost falling asleep in all 3 of my classes. So I definitely knew, I said last night, even though I have a paper that I have to do, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of work, and then when it gets to that point, I'm just going to say, that's it, I'm going to bed. And that happened around 11:45. I was trying to struggle through, trying to get a little bit of work, and then I said, you know what, my bed is too inviting right now, so I was just like, that's it.
I can't remember the last time I went to bed before 12.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't end up getting into bed until like 12:05, but still, it was the first time that I went to bed in the area of 12, probably maybe since high school, which is probably a little sad, but hey, that's the life of a college student.
Mm-hmm, very accurate.
Yeah. So, very too active, too busy, but wouldn't have it any other way.
Very true. Plus, this week has been a busy one on top of everything else. I've been helping with Make a Difference Week with the social media, and it has been very promising for the future meaning the rest of the week, and we have had great turnouts to most of our events. You did the kickball game.
I did. Jersey Joe and I did play-by-play / public address announcing there, so very fun. Really, really good game. It actually came down to the last inning, and the team that was kicking was down by maybe 2 or 3 runs entering the bottom of the 9th, and then they came back and won it, so it was couldn't ask for something more than that. A good cause, and then you put an interesting game and a nail biter on top of it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really cute. To explain to everybody what the game entails, it's a regular kickball game against our Student Success Center students as well as our Best Buddies students. Student Success are the local students in the area that go to the local elementary schools that we assist in our tutoring program here, and then the Best Buddies are the individuals with special abilities, and they partake in different sport activities, whether it be baseball or coming to Iona and playing our kickball game. But I believe instead of having them verse one another, they're mixed on the same teams. Is that correct, Ian?
Yes, yeah, they are. There were some kids and some Best Buddies on each team, so it was a really good mix. Definitely some kids were going all out, and it was so nice to see, playing for the love of the game and just going all out. Really couldn't ask for anything more.
No, definitely, and that's the way we kick off. Make a Difference Week every year.
Kick off the week
with kickball, and so that's how we start off the year, or start the week every year. And we had some really great programs this far. We had a Volunteer for a Year panel last night. Today we have a Respect Pledge, so come to the La Penta lobby at noon to make a pledge that you respect the environment, respect yourself, respect others, and just any little thing that people might think is minuscule can really go make a difference. So I encourage everybody to come out to at least one event. And then we have hospitality tomorrow. You can't turn down hospitality ever.
No, and hospitality, a special one this week. It's the Friends of Edmond reflection, so that's interesting. Listen to some people's stories about going on mission trips and all great stuff like that. I know, I think Pat Lynch is talking,
yep.
And Aaron Kutch, and who else?
The Rochester Victor, Zambia, and DC teams, I believe, are speaking as well. Those teams, and Syracuse, if Erin's speaking, I believe she was on the Syracuse mission trip
she
team.
was.
They will discuss their experiences this summer with mission trips. Pat Lynch rode across the country with his Pi Kappa Phi brothers. I always call it Pi Kappa. Pi Kappa Phi brothers, and they traveled across the country for those with special abilities and to challenge themselves to recognize those abilities in others. So he will be speaking about his experience along with his other brother that also traveled with him. And today we have the Respect Pledge, we have a tutoring success center. Tomorrow we also have the Homeless Awareness Night, which you need to pre-register for, but that was always a cool experience, sleeping on the Spelman staircase to live in, I guess you could say, live on the same level, or what is the correct term that we use? Just be humble and understand where others...
To experience what it's like to be homeless.
Yeah, there's a phrase that I use all the time. It'll come to me. It will come to me. It's a saying. I don't know, Ian Sachs.
I don't know. I think
it's lost in my brain somewhere.
I think it's been a long 2 days so far this week.
It has been.
But you know what? Today's hump day. So we get over the hump, and that's nice.
Maybe I'll remember the phrase when I get over.
Yeah, but no, make a difference week, always one of the best weeks around here on campus. So many people getting involved, so many good causes, and definitely come out, support, do whatever you need to do in order to make a difference. The name really does describe the impact of the events this week. So definitely something to mark on your calendar. Come out, do something, and it's all for a good cause. So we made our pledge, our plug for it, and there we go.
It's not a plug when everybody should be making a difference.
Look at that! Look at that! Okay, so Kayla, all right, real quick, what is your favorite event, or the one that registers most closely with you this week for Make a Difference?
I really do have a special spot for the Homeless Awareness Night, because last year when I did it, I was freezing. I was freezing cold. I brought one blanket, one pillow with me on the staircase of Spelman. I woke up, I can't imagine how many times. It was a terrible night of sleep. I woke up in pain, and I really got a grasp on what individuals sleep like every single night. So that night, I wake up, go through my day, and I was just really cranky. And I went to, I did a midnight run that night. We went down to Manhattan, and when I did the midnight run, I was giving a man supplies of some sort, and he started screaming at me. And a girl who's never been on a midnight run before came up to me and she goes, "Why is he screaming at you? You're just trying to help him." And I looked at her and I said, if he has to sleep like I did last night, every single night of his life, I completely understand why he's so cranky, and he has every right to treat me that way if it helps him get over it, because I'm still cranky right now after one night of that kind of sleep. So I think it made me very humble and put me in a whole new perspective. I mean, I always had a soft spot for the homeless just because you never want to see somebody in that position regardless of how they got there. And I like to have conversation with those that are on the streets, because even if I can't offer them money, I can always offer a hello kind of a thing. But that just gave me a whole new light on the matter, and I think that's why I can't do it this year because I'm on duty. But that I will be speaking at it for a half an hour, and I'll be speaking about my experience in Baltimore.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean that's such an amazing story, and that really shows you the impact of doing something like that. That when you went on that midnight run, that you understood what it was like. I mean that's really the power and I'd say one of the best messages of the Make a Difference Week and all the activities here, and especially the Homeless for a Night. I mean,
definitely.
Yeah. I can't really top that. I mean, that's the way that it clicked for you is such a great experience.
Definitely. And then it continues on next week after these wonderful events, and I'm doing a clothing drive for the veterans. So if you have any clothes when you go home this weekend, drop them off at my apartment. Happy to have them all.
Very nice. So you really are making a difference then, Kayla Kozak.
No. I can't do it myself. I have to do it with everybody.
Don't be so modest. Kayla Kozak is one of those people who's making a difference.
I'm collecting clothes. Yes.
Every little bit helps, Kayla. Every little bit helps. With that being said, we'll take a quick break, come back, and we'll get into some other news.
Celebrate the USFL's 25th